what is up? How are we doing? How are we doing today? My cat is yelling at me. He goes, "Are you streaming? What did I tell you about streaming?" All right. I have to grab the rental team. But today, we're going to be using some rental teams from viewers who are subscribers and in the subscriber Discord. What do you mean? Why is it yelling at me? Could I give you a team? You have to drop it in the subscriber or member Discord server. That's where I'm taking them today. But you might be wondering, Mr. Boosted, how are you going to be using Regulation I teams on ladder? It's called the casual ladder. We're gonna be hoping. It's called hoping that we get Regulation I matchups. But the one that I'm most interested in today is this one from Glory in the subscriber Discord, the subscriber and member Discord, that uses Choice Specs Eternatus with Sludge Wave next to Tinkaton, obviously, but also next to Zamazenta, which I thought is really cool. So yeah. Also, it has Imprisoned Wide Guard, so you can just turn off Wide Guard and everything gets hit by Sludge Wave. So that code is going to be JW18NX. How do I become a subscriber? By subscribing. If you have a Twitch Prime, you're able to subscribe for free, basically. All right. This is the team. We'll borrow it. Stress for Atlanta? Yeah, I'm skipping Atlanta. I decided to skip it because I am moving very soon. And I didn't want to have to deal with the stress of that. All right, let me see. I got the Poke Paste up. Looks like we are jolly 252 speed Zamazenta to make sure we always get that Imprison off, which is really cool. We're 156 defense, 100 HP, no special defense, no attack. Looks like we're dropping Protect for Imprison, which I suppose makes sense. We have Misty Terrain on Grimmsnarl, which I guess kind of makes sense for Sludge, or not for Sludge Wave purposes, but for Amoonguss beating purposes. But we could have also just thrown Taunt on something. I don't know. It's interesting. It's anti-synergy with Dynamax Cannon, which they acknowledge, but it is what it is. Something I will also say is there are wasted EVs on this, it looks like. It could also just be an error. But it says they're 80 special attack, and 80 is not a number you can use at level 50. Alright. Oh wait, was that ranked? I'm not supposed to be playing ranked. Cat, what do you want? What do you want, Cat? As soon as I start talking, he wants attention. If I'm like silent the whole day, he'll just like hang out. But like as soon as I start talking, he goes, "Hey, talk to me." I'm like, I don't think we want that. What do I even tell you? All right. Hopefully we get some Reg Eye games. Looks like we do not have a Reg Eye game, so we're gonna forfeit immediately. This looks like an in-game team. Pet the cat? I am petting the cat. But yeah, we're gonna forfeit this one immediately and try to find Reg Eye games. I'm playing with a Trapinch team and it's insanely fun. What is it, like Focus Sash, minimum speed, because it's like the same attack stat as Flygon? Hope your day is going well. My day's been all right. I woke up like super late today, which I'm really ashamed of. So I ended up having to skip out on making a video. Good time zone, Mr. Boosted in chat. I'm considering moving the streams a little later in the day, just to make sure that I'm streaming at a time where most of my viewers can watch. But also, I kind of like the idea of being done with my workday when everyone else is. You know, like clocking out at 5 p.m. I kind of like that idea, but it sometimes isn't like always possible. All right. Later, it's 5:53 for me. What? Yeah, later. Later is in later than usual. Because I usually stream 3 hours prior to this. Yeah, later. All right, KC. I think this is literally KCVGC. Yep, KCVGC. And we're both using Eternatus just with opposing dogs. What I will say is there is no shot I win this because this team has the biggest Landorus weakness I've ever seen in my life. And we have literally no answers to it. Like, you're weak to Landorus, you're weak to Landorus, you're weak to Landorus, you're weak to Landorus, you're weak to Landorus. You're technically not weak to Landorus, but you might as well be. We do have wide guard, but that's pretty easily bypassed. We could try... let me think. How do I even do this? I suppose if they want to lead with Landorus, technically leading off with these two is correct. A light screen would be quite helpful. How do we beat this? I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, this whole team I was submitted as weak to Landorus. There isn't even, like, there's wide guard on it, but it's on Zamazenta. All right, let me think. I do have a free fake out here. That should be safe. Technically, I get an Eternatus here, and I have to lock, like, Dynamax Cannon or something. Or, I could just lock Terra Poison and hope for the best. Like an idiot. Yeah, I'm not even entirely certain what I do, because as soon as that Lando comes out, I lose. There's Chi-Yu. Okay, that's not bad. Also, I just realized this is Urshifu Dark, not Urshifu Water, so we don't even actually have a Landorus counter on the team. That's hilarious, actually. I just realized we sent out Urshifu Dark. We have no way of hitting Landorus. Landorus can hit everything on this team except for Urshifu for super effective damage. And we can't hit it for super effective damage. I can't help but notice that. The whole team! It's the whole team! Let me think. I think I can technically beat this. I'm clicking Terra Poison Sludge Wave immediately. And if I can get a double KO here, we might be fine. If they didn't bring Landorus, that is just like that is a service to me. That's them saying, "Look, man, you can have the win." There's Snarl. Probably going to prevent a KO. Actually, maybe not. There's Freak Wind Storm. Can I somehow get a double KO? That might save me. No, not even close. Why are we only special attack? Or why are we only 80 special attack, by the way? That feels like not enough. We should go into Zamba here and just Sludge Wave again. 80 special attack feels like way too little for what we're doing. I get that we want to, like, live hits, but, like, Eternatus Eternatus probably needs it. They didn't bring Landorus? They just didn't bring it? Why wouldn't you bring the Pokemon that hits the whole team for super effective? That doesn't make any sense at all. Oh my god, I switched in on Heat Wave. I thought they would snarl again. Also, we're timid. This team didn't seem very thought through. We're timid nature with 80 special attack. No wonder we're not hitting anything. Only respect to my viewers, but I have to point it out when I see it. This team could have used some more time in the kitchen. Ah, man. I think we just lose. I don't have Protect on this. I can go Tinkaton here and then maybe try to position Zamazenta to win. But I'm stuck clicking Sludge Wave that does no damage. I kind of messed with the living room setup you got. The lighting feels better. The setup in your room had plenty of light to begin with. Yeah. It also just feels more open. Alright, let's see if you die. Think a ton of fun. Yep. Alright, let's see. I would hazard to guess there's specs locked into that, which might be to my benefit. That might be to my benefit. If that's the case, how do I win? I probably don't. But if they are specs locked into that... and try this. I don't see any of the Discord channels in your Discord. Is that a glitch? Are you a YouTube member or a subscriber? If not, the reason you can't see it is because you're not. Alright, yeah, we totally lose. There's no shot. There's no shot. I think the only way I win this is if somehow I'm faster than the Zacian, and that's basically it. Body press should get him. Except it won't. That did half. That's actually pretty respectable. If I crit my Sucker Punch, I think it might KO. I think it should be a roll if I crit Sucker Punch. Did not crit it. All right, good game. I had a shot if I crit Sucker Punch, because then they could miss a Bleak Wind Storm. All right. How's it going, Patrick? Okay, we're going to continue to use this, even though there is a massive weakness to the Pokemon Landorus that genuinely needs to be addressed if I ever use this again. Is Iron Hands viable? I need to know how I'm going to respond to you on this. Are you new to VGC is the first question, and the second question is how much do you like Iron Hands? These are my two questions. Answer those and I'll give you the actual answer. But I need to know how I need to respond. Because there are different tones for the response I'm going to give you. And different ways of delivering it. Oh, we got KC again. I don't think anyone's even on the ladder for this. Do I have to switch back to Showdown? Do I just switch back to Showdown and stream that today? Because I don't beat KC's team with this team. Because why are we only 80 special attack investment in timid nature? Why are we only that? Okay, let me think. Could try this. Just hit hard. Been playing VGC, just was never big on Legends until recently. I grinded a 5 IV Iron Hands. It seems bulky. Wait, you've been playing VGC and you don't know if Iron Hands is good? Like how long have you been playing VGC? And when you say not big on Legends, do you mean you just straight up refuse to use legendaries on your team? Because legendaries, including, like, there's like 2 tiers of legendaries. There's restricted legendaries, and then there's just like regular legendaries, which are just the glorified normal Pokemon. These would include things like Landorus, Articuno. But then there's like Pokemon like, I don't know, Zamazenta and Eternatus that are like restricted legendaries, and those are actually like broken. So my question is, what do you mean? What do you mean you weren't big on like? I used to refuse to use legendaries as a whole. How did you do? How did you do? I'm genuinely curious. Like, did you make it to Master Ball in recent formats? Hyper Eclipse, thanks for the 5 gift memberships. We can use your team in a second. Hey, what's up, Celeste? How you doing? Okay, Focus Sash makes sense. Speaking of no legends, I miss Reg H. Reg H might be one of the worst formats we've ever had, if I'm being completely honest. Reg H might be one of the worst formats we've ever had. Do you remember back when Rinya, you mean Rinya-sun? When Rinya-sun was big in Gen 8, I built a Tyranitar Chomp team that beat it every time. Only been to 1 regional, but I want to get back. Wait, Rinya-sun was in a format with 2 restricted legendaries, and you're telling me that Tyranitar Garchomp beat Rinya-sun? Respectfully, as someone who has been playing the game for a long time and has had a lot of people give me a lot of different ideas on what to use, and I've been like very patient with their ideas. I don't believe you. You did not beat Rinya's-sun with Tyranitar Garchomp. There's literally 2 restricted legendaries on that team. There's literally 2 of them. And like, if you're using Tyranitar Garchomp, I'd imagine it's Sandvale. Which doesn't matter when they're Dynamaxed. Alright, let's see. Did I get speed dropped? I might have been. I did get speed dropped. It doesn't really... I guess it does matter. All right. Sacred Sword shouldn't KO me. I'm gonna say this is just a losing matchup. Like, I don't have a way of beating this team. Like, the team that we're using needs its own Landorus. Like, its own Landorus would make it so much more usable. How do I become a member on mobile? You just click the member button or the join button. Also, we totally lose this. I'm gonna forfeit. And we're gonna switch teams, and I am getting the sneaking suspicion there aren't a lot of people playing Regulation I right now on casual ladder. Because we paired into KC twice in a row. Also, I've decided I don't like this team. There's just too many, like, pitfalls with it. Bulky AVT, Tar, Orb, Garchomp was Rough Skin. The rest of the team was Grimmsnarl, Toxapex, Charizard, Ferrothorn. I believe it was fun. I don't doubt that it was fun. I just don't believe that it beat the best team in the format consistently. I don't doubt that you had fun with the team. I'm just going to refute the claim that it beats the best team in the format. Like, one of the most dominant teams in the game ever, actually. Like, even on paper, that doesn't make sense. All right, rental teams. Let's check out this team. What was the Gen 8 meta Zacian? It was literally just max speed, max special attack, but then, or max attack, but then it slowly became a lot more bulky. It would run like Adamant Nature. It definitely just evolved with the format a lot. All right, let's see. So the team is HVX33K. Oh yeah, sorry. I got so caught up with your claim that it beat Rinyasun that I didn't even answer your first question. Iron Hands is already a regional champion twice over. It is good. It is maybe one of the greatest Pokemon ever made. It is quite possibly broken. It is very good. Not running it on certain teams feels like you're throwing. But yeah, Iron Hands is very good. Okay. So, Calyrex, Covert Cloak, looks like just like a standard Cali Zama team. Use this. Also, Joffrey, thank you so much for becoming a member. All right. This is not the right thing. I have to go to casual battles and hope that we find Regulation I battles. Is Grass Terra still the play? It depends. If you're running it on Miraidon, which I would recommend, then you want Terra Bug, because you avoid getting weak to poison types, and you can also resist opposing Iron Hands. If you're playing it on not that, then yeah, Terra Grass is generally a good idea. So you can avoid Spore. Where's the team I just said I was going to use? There it is. Okay. All right, let's hope we get the freaking Regulation I matchup. Why is that team called Divorce? Is this technically Regulation I? No. Is there anything I love more than just hopping on casual ladder and, like, beating these teams because it's funny? No. So I'm gonna do it anyways. It's just funny. It's just objectively funny to beat these teams. I'm gonna play this matchup anyways. It'll probably still make the video too. I'm sorry for my hairy armpits. I have to shave. My apologies. I put my arms up and I go, ooh. That is a man. That is a man right there. Yeah, there's a Lugia and a Mewtwo. We might as well be playing double restricted because they only have one. VGC Pro crushes legendary spammer. Dude, I have to be so honest, guys, and I feel like I say this a lot. That's like the worst genre of like YouTube video. I think that like, how do I explain it? I think back when Weedle Twin Needle was making like the like showdown battles and like in-game battles with like memes in them, for the time, like 2018, 2019, even into early 2020, it was pretty good. It was a good little niche in content. Now I can't stand it, and it could be because back then I was like 19 and now I am a 25-year-old man. But I would argue that it goes a little deeper than that. I think it's just lazy. I think it's just lazy. Like, you make these videos, right? And it's like, well, if they're not staged, because a lot of them are staged. Like the Tempt videos are completely staged. Is Tempt a bad player? No, Tempt is actually a very good player. But the Tempt videos are staged, right? Like, we all know that. Like, Santa isn't real type stuff, right? Except if you're a child, you're watching the Santa is real, but the Tempt videos are fake. Like this guy just found out that the Tempt videos were fake. So like beyond that, right? It's like, that's like one thing, but also it feels lazy because it's like, say something funny, right? Like, say something funny. Like, I can only watch Gibby fall from the sky green screen so many times before I stop finding it entertaining. I can only watch Charlie smiling friends gifs so many times before I find them funny, or before I stop finding them funny. It's just, it's lazy. It's be entertaining. Be entertaining. Do something funny. Anyways. And I know I'm not one to talk. I'm not the most entertaining guy. But but I know I'm funnier than that. All right. Master Wu? They better have an Urshifu. There's no Urshifu on this team. Fraud. 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 Okay. Covert Cloak's very good here. Definitely have to be a little careful though, because I could get absolutely goobed by the fact they have a full Wigglewaff. And I don't. I don't have any redirection on this team, which could be a little bit of an issue. I think that if I were to change one thing on the team, I would probably find a spot for an Ogerpon. I don't even think you need Incineroar low-key. I think Ogerpon would be very good. Terra Dragon here could save my life. We are max speed, that's good. I think I just want to lead with you. Do we have Electro Web? That could be useful. Booster energy, no Electro Web. Don't know how much I'm needing Trick Room here. This could be interesting. This could be interesting. Let's do this. Go with that. Jeez, every time I come here, I'll tell Marcus how pretty his hair looks. He won't even have to cut it. Keep up the great work on the channel, bro. Hey, thank you so much, Mion. I appreciate you. Let's give a quick shout out to my hair. Shout out the hair. Hold on, where's my face cam? Face cam. Shout out my hair. Okay, that's enough of that. You guys came here for Pokemon, not hair. Appreciate you. Thank you. Really? Come on, man. We just started the battle. We just started the battle. I would have been so fine there. I would have been so fine. That was like the best lead I could have gotten. It was the hair. It was the hair. It made them think twice. They're ruining the footage? They are. They are. They're ruining the footage. Can I please get a real match? Ash. The Ash? Okay. Wide guard incoming. Yo, it's the Ash Ketchum. Dude, I'm such a big fan. I remember back when you defeated Brock by turning on the sprinklers. That was cool. That was really cool. Okay. I thought it was most excellent when you decided that you did not need that badge against Lieutenant Surge or something. I don't know. I haven't watched it in a minute. Okay. I mean, like, Rillaboom's pretty necessary here in Incineroar. We're just going with the most basic team ever. I'm gonna click Imprison. It would be excellent. What if I did come here for the hair? That's funny. Guys, guess what I'm doing right after stream? I'll give you a hint. That's right. I'm filing my taxes when I could be going to the gym. I have to go to H&R Block. All right, let's see. Okay, I mean, I'm a fairly fat Calyrex. I could just go for the KO right now, and you know what? I think I will. Check it. We died to that? What do you mean we died to that? What do you mean we died? I'm sorry, I thought I looked at those EVs. I thought those EVs said that we had defense investment. Oh, they don't. They don't say that. That's my bad. My bad, guys. My bad. I thought we had defense investment. My bad. I just assumed the Calyrex of the Covert Cloak had defense investment. It doesn't. You know, I did think I was safe. I was so sure, dude. Wow, they don't even protect. Okay. This might be the worst laddering session of all time. I'm really glad it's not a real ladder. That didn't even KO. This game sucks. Okay, I do die to the next Sacred Sword. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. I really appreciate that. It's cooked. It's just cooked. It's completely cooked. There's no way I win this. Unless I put on the best dang musical this town's ever seen. Okay. Let's try this. Let's see if they Sacred Sword again and I somehow live, maybe. Glad to see we're off Showdown, Sarge. We low-key should have kept it on Showdown. At least on Showdown, I can adjust teams. Oh my god. I did not dodge. Okay. Yeah, I needed to dodge that. That faced me to lose turn 1. I thought we had defense investment. I thought that the Covert Cloak Calyrex would have defense investment. Let me look at the Poke Paste. I'm looking at the Poke Paste. Give me a second. Let's see. How much defense investment do we have? We have 4 defense investment. I'm going to throw it out there. That is highly irresponsible. I'm going to throw it out there. That is highly irresponsible for that to be the only defense investment you have. All right, we're running. That was garbage. That was a garbage turn 1 because I thought we just lived that. I'm just saying, Calyrex Shadow could live that hit in 2020. Back in 2020, Calyrex Shadow could live that hit, right? And Zacian had a lot higher attack. How did we die to that? Let me check. I'm gonna run the calc. I'm running the calc. We have 140 HP. I gotta run the calc. I need to know. Calyrex Shadow Rider. We had 140 HP and 4 defense versus a Zacian. Yeah, even Jolly Zacian has a shot to KO that. Jolly Zacian with 252 attack has a 25% chance to one-shot. And if it's adamant, I think it like always one-shot. Yeah, if it's adamant, it's 81%. Hear me out, Calyrex fans. Invest in defense. I promise you, you won't regret it. I promise you, you won't invest in defense and then go, man, I wish that was somewhere else. You have 165 base special defense. You don't need all that. You can put you're also a nasty plot set. You can put so much. You can put so much into your defense and still be fine. You gotta believe me. You gotta believe me, Calyrex Shadow fans. Let's continue. You need to believe me. All right, let's see. This is technically single restricted. I'm gonna take the match anyways. Because we haven't gotten any good games yet. Either on my fault or the opponent's fault. Because all the cool matchups we've had, they just disconnect. And all the matchups that they don't disconnect, I lose turn 1. Just run Sash Cali Shadow so that doesn't happen. Yeah, the Focus Sash is free on this team. I will say that, like, the lack of significant bulk, along with the high special attack investment, makes me question why this isn't a Focus Sash Calyrex Shadow. What is Covert Cloak getting you that a Focus Sash would not? Like, yeah, you're gonna get affected by Snarl and Icy Wind, but hear me out. You don't die because of it. Fake out immunity? Ah, yes. How could I forget the fake out immunity on the ghost type? All right. This is gonna be the one and only time. This is gonna be the one and only time I think that there's a legitimate reason to be running the Covert Cloak here. And it's just because we're literally looking at a Regieleki. I will nasty plot. I'm a freak. I'm a freak. There's no way they're gonna click like Thunder or something. How about Calyrex Shadow plus Rayquaza instead of E-Speed Dragonite? My question to that would be, why wouldn't you just run E-Speed Dragonite and a better restricted? That's my question there. Watch Reggie explode? I would prefer if it exploded. They're not gonna click Thunder. Wahoo! All right, Astral Barrage U-turn should do it. What, regulating the eyes? True. Why? Why would you do that? How does that help here? How does that at all help here? Ooh, your AV. Calyrex lives. Grassy Glide call out? They could have called out Grassy Glide, but do you know what happens? Do you know what happens if you click Electric Train on the same turn someone clicks Grassy Glide? I'll spoil it. Grassy Glide goes first. Grassy Glide goes first. Hello, Treads. How are you? I suppose that makes sense. If it's for Iron Treads. I'm just gonna clap. I don't want to get, like, hit by that thing. I'd rather just switch in Rillaboom and forget about it. Also, why is Iron Treads look asleep? Why is Iron Treads asleep? You see that, right? Why is it asleep? I know it's not actually, but why is it? Oh, this could be bad, actually. Knockoff? Ooh, they threw. They call him the thrower. Going to Rillaboom here. Able to T-Bolt. Iron Treads, I'm watching your stream. Why are you trying not to laugh? Whoa, that almost KO'd. I'm surprised they didn't Tailwind. Could be bad. Do I live this? No, I don't. Wow. Okay, no Tailwind. A little annoying, but nothing a little Zamba can't fix, I suppose. I mean, Treads dies to Body Press, so... Actually, the whole team dies to body press. I'm gonna U-turn. And body press. Terra water to make sure I don't die to bleak wind. I think I wouldn't anyways, but there's no reason not to at this point. All right. If I were them, I would just click the, whatever it's called. Steel roller. But I resist that now. Nice. Yeah, that definitely one-shots. Andrew, thanks so much for the follow. Let's see if you're Rocky Helmet. Nope. Go ahead and get in Calyrex here. Yeah, electric train steel roller, that makes sense. I don't know why you wouldn't just run Mirite on at that point though. Oh, they do have thunder. Wow, I could lose off of that. They do have thunder. And I got crit. That's cool. And I get fully paralyzed? Oh my god, this is the best game ever. Alright, so I just have to literally not get fully paralyzed this turn and I win. That's literally the win con is don't get fully paralyzed this turn. And don't have them land thunder. Yeah, the Electro Web. Did I miss my team getting played? I don't think so. Alright, and now they're hard-walled. Last turn of Tailwind, so I should be fine. Oh, I got fully paralyzed. I could lose now. Oh, they taunted. Hilarious. Okay, good game. All they had to do was keep clicking Bleak Wind. There's no reason to taunt there. Like, how does that help them? Alright. Let's get one more with this team. Yes, exactly, Jiff. Don't forget to like the stream. Insane game toss. I mean, they literally got, like, every bit of hacks they needed to get back into it, and then they, like, fumbled it at the end. Alright, please give me a real match. This is a real match. That's Swordfish. I'm like legitimately wondering what the point of the Farigiraf is on this team. Like, I feel like there's a lot of Pokemon that would just be better than this. Because it doesn't enable a Trick Room mode per se. It's just kind of there. That being said, Booster Bolt is like super strong in this matchup. And I might still go for Trick Room. I might even just leave Calyrex Shadow at home, which sounds insane, but I think that like Zamazenta and like Booster Bolt do it pretty well. All right. All right. You want Mofongo Monday back? Be patient, dork. All right. I mean, the sash is almost definitely on the Chien-Pao. Trick Room's very good here. We're able to clap here for free. And get my Trick Room off. Terra Fairy Trick Room. I think that Hyper Voice is actually really good in this matchup, funny enough. Like, Terra Fairy to make sure I don't drop to, like, Throat Chop. And I would imagine... Let's look at the bulk real quick. Oh, they're tearing. You're kidding me, bro. You're kidding me. You're Terra Poison? Be normal. Be Terra Water. Be a normal person. Alright, this Raging Bolt has 132 defense. It should tank. An Icicle Crash. My concern is now the Farigiraf, because I want a Trick Room. Maybe if I crit this. Nope. 1. 2. I should tank the 3rd. Did they double it, though? Did they double it? They might have doubled it. They doubled it. Okay. Ah, it's a little bit annoying. That's a little bit annoying. Why can't you be normal? How fast is the Zama? 164 speed. We should be faster than Urshifu every single time, so this should actually be pretty safe. Ugh. Oh wait, there's Scarf. That's fine. I'm an idiot and I didn't read the Scarf. But that means that they think I was gonna clap and I didn't. So I'm actually super duper smart. That's actually what happened here, is I was actually super duper smart. Yeah, that does half. That's crazy. I'm also gonna get the full para here. Nope. Type body press. So I think they're just gonna sucker punch to avoid thunderclap. Because they should always sucker punch that slot. Nice. Okay, got rid of the Sucker Punch threat, which means my Thunderclap is extremely scary because Thunderclap threatens a KO on literally everything. Here's Urshifu. Logically speaking, I should Thunderclap left slot and go into Incineroar. Yeah, because if I Thunderclap left slot and go into Incineroar, that means I get Thunderclap right slot. I think that maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I should have stayed in. Oh my god, I got him. I got him. Okay. They were trying to read. I figured they might double out to try to catch me. I thought they were going to double out to try to catch me, so I just Thunderclap left. And if I get this KO, I think I just win. Come on, booster Thunderclap. Do half. It probably doesn't, but do half. Oh my god, we win. We win. We just win. Well, there is technically a way we lose. There is technically a way we lose. And here's how we scout for that. Here's how we scout for that. If they have Aqua Jet... If they have Aqua Jet, they could avoid. But I think they would have just clicked it last turn, wouldn't they? If there's Scarf, there's no reason not to be Aqua Jet, and they can use that here. I think I'm actually going to Thunderclap Fake Out. Yeah, and this will tell me if they have... This will tell me if they have Jet or not. They don't have Jet. They don't have Jet, but I might have thrown. I might have thrown if they Ice Beamed. Origin Pulse. Incineroar avoids. I totally just threw. I totally just threw because I was trying to scout Jet. I was trying to scout Jet, and it cost me the match. Yeah, no, I should have just Thunderclapped left slot. I would have always won. Dang it. Okay, I'm stupid. Because they can just lock their thing here. Yeah, they just Surging Strikes. I guess the way that I win is dodging Origin Pulses. So I have to always target left slot. So I knock off here, dodge Origin Pulse. What's your last move, then? I guess it's coaching? I guess it's coaching, right? No, I don't dodge. Yeah, because, like, yeah, because if they're Jet, they click that there to avoid the clap. So they're close combat, U-turn, Surging Strikes, coaching. That's the only thing I think makes sense here. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's use another team. We got Lunala Koraidon. I think that could be pretty cool. Yeah, I was trying to scout for the Jet, because Jet just avoids Thunderclap, and then I get nothing out of the turn. It'd be like that. Let's see. So this one is H1YMJ3. I thought you fake out before they lock a move so they can change the move, or am I dumb? If you fake out and they flinch, they can change the move, but the order of when the flinch happens tells me what they were going to do. So if they flinch before Thunderclap happens, that means they clicked Aqua Jet. So that's how I was checking. Because that means that if they were Aqua Jet, the next turn, they would probably Jet again, and I can just hit the Kyogre and then I win. But I didn't think Origin Pulse would get me. I thought they might like Ice Beam or something to like take that win, but it was worth trying. All right. Use this. All right, it's 5:50, so I have about 30 more minutes I can stream. Koraidon, we're Flare Blitz, breaking swipe is kind of crazy actually. Thinking of this, I definitely just want to match that Tailwind. Lunala's quite good. Indeedy, Koraidon. They're expanding force, right? Yep. Cool. The better Lunadon? Yeah. Isn't it crazy that there are 3 Lunadons now? 3 of them. All right. Miraidon. That's basically the best lead I could have asked for. Because I get Tailwind and I get Meteor Beam. And the only way this doesn't really work out is if they're multi-scale, which they might be. They might be, but I have to hope they're not. I mean, they have Chen-Pao, so I'd imagine they're just inner focus. I had to mute my microphone to sneeze. Come on, don't be multi-scale. They were multi-scale. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Not the end of the world, though. Still got decent damage. Tailwind, matching mine. Makes sense, makes sense. I can Encore them into that, though. Though it might not be the smartest play. What's my Terra again? I am Terra Water. They wouldn't E-Speed here. They shouldn't, at least. I do have Moonblast and Protect. I don't have Protect. I'm an idiot. I think I'm gonna Terra Water to live the hit. We're gonna Moongeist Beam. Yeah, that should be fine. Wish I was Terra Fairy, though. They do E-Speed. It's fine, though. Bird Chop, ow. Critical hit didn't matter. I think Breaking Swipe's gonna save us. It's just the Zacian's kind of an issue. That did half, or that did more than half, is kind of crazy. There's Chi-Yu. Did they not bring it? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. We might be fine. We might be fine. I could Wide Guard and Moonblast here. Yeah, I think I do that. So that blocks Heat Wave from hitting Whimsicott, which they should. They should just throw chop my right slot. They're flamethrower. You're kidding me, bro. They're flamethrower. You're kidding, dude. Only to me. This only happens to me. They're freaking flamethrower, dude. All right, please tell me we're jolly on Koraidon, because we're gonna have to be now. Can we submit a showdown team? No. All right. Well, now I gotta do something funny. Hold on. Check summary. Oh my god, why are we so slow? Why are we so slow? I have to Trick Room. And just hope that they're dumb and don't KO me. We're totally dead. Can we live that? We don't live that. Oh, why are we so slow? What kind of Koraidon is this? I think I hate my subscribers. What kind of Koraidon is this, man? What do you mean we're this slow? I need them to be slow now to win. I also need them to be dumb. Terra Fairy. Might be stronger to Trick Room. I suppose. If it's a Tail Room team. Alright, somehow be slower than me. Somehow be slower than me. I mean, we lose to you anyways, but... No. Okay. Let's get another one of them. Dude, we need a compilation. We need a compilation of me using subscriber teams, checking the EV spreads, and then just losing all faith in humanity. We need that. We need that so bad. Also, why are we AV Chi-Yu? What does that do? I guess the Focus Sash is taken, but the Choice Scarf is open. Why are we AV Chi-Yu? Not gonna lie, you've kind of gotten goobed this whole stream. There are some good days and there are some bad days. What's important is that there will be people in the comments telling me I don't deserve my platform. Alright, I suppose this is the Chi-Yu game. I swear to God, if I check this Chi-Yu and it's not max speed, I'm dropping the team right now. Thank God. Okay. AV Chi-Yu for when you want to get, for when you still want to get one shot by Miraidon, but you want to do it in style. True. I'm trying to think. How do I prevent the Trick Room? Is it literally just this? Is this it? Is this how I prevent the Trick Room? didn't even think I'd bring you. I think I literally bring Cornerstone. This took them to top 100 on Showdown Ladder. I'm not sure if it was best of 3 or best of 1, but it's top 100. So it's probably just a me issue. But also, I did not anticipate the opponent having Flamethrower on their Chi-Yu. It's not a common move. Usually all Heat Wave. How do I do this? I have the Terrifier Heat Wave play. But now I wish I brought Koraidon. I definitely need Ogerpon around. But I also need Shadow Shield. I think we'll sack Indeedee. We need an I hate my subscribers supercut, true. AV Chiyu eats the eruption at least. I don't know if it does. It's got 55 HP. Also, no Trick Room. Very cool. Now I wish I stayed in. Now I wish I stayed in. But we should be fine. Hi, Torkoal. You're not going to help this thing at all. Oh, there's no helping hand. You're kidding me. There's no helping hand. All right, let's go into you. I keep almost knocking over my computer because it's right next to me. Oh, that's what AV Chiyu does. It gets 3-hit KO'd by Torkoal. Guys, we figured it out. That's what AV Chiyu does. It's 3-hit KO by Torkoal. Genius. Go ahead and like Terra Water or something. Terra Fire. I suppose I could have clicked Meteor Beam, but I didn't want to miss, and Expanding Force probably still does it with Chi-Yu. I guarantee you, the AV is just there because the item that they wanted to use was not available because the Focus Sash is taken. But I stand by the fact that it should totally be Choice Scarf. The AV did do its job. The AV did do its job. This is not a bad team. I just got very annoyed the last game when I found out how slow the Koraidon was in the turn it mattered. Because there was no Pokepaste sent all... I usually ask for a Pokepaste to be sent along with it. There was no Pokepaste. All right. How much more time do I have? It's 6:03. Oh, there's the Pokebase. There you go. Thank you. We now have the Pokepaste. 68 speed, adamant nature. Okay, that makes sense. Are we not facing... I know this team is probably super common, but I'm pretty sure this is the exact order of the rental I got sent earlier. This might be the subscriber. All right. I don't mind the Lunala lead. I might be a freak for this. I might be a freak for this, but I'm bringing Chiyu over Ndidi. I feel like I'm on freak mode right now. Ooh, freak mode, activate. Yeah, 6 of the best mons in the format, to be fair, that's true. Well, we know the sets. That's something. Did you cook something for the GC yet? So if you aren't aware, I don't have to qualify for Worlds anymore this year because I got invited as a content creator. So I have not done any prep for the GC. Should do something in Pokemon now he's doing VGC? Yeah, probably. I can ask him. Terra Dark, thank you. Also, I just realized we're Focus Sash and not Covert Cloak. Shouldn't do much. Did have to Whimsicott, though. That's a little annoying. Rillaboom. Alright, I actually wanted Whimsicott to go down, so that's nice. Okay. Solid chunk of damage. You're able to go into you. Narwiz, thanks for the prime. Appreciate you. I'm gonna do this. I have the utmost faith. +1 Moongeist Beam will KO. I just believe in myself. I just believe in myself. It did not KO. It did not KO. Oh my god. Also, how did we get outsped by Calyrex? Why are we only 102 speed? Why are we only 102 speed? What do you mean? What do you mean we're 102 speed? It doesn't take that much to outspeed Calyrex. It's literally base 97. It's literally base 97. Why are you guys like this? It's literally a base 97 speed Pokemon. This isn't a Tail Room team. This is a Trick Room team with Tailwind on it. The Lunala is 0 speed IV. My question is why? For what purpose would we be 0 speed IV on a Tail Room team? What do you mean we're not faster under Tailwind? My light screen and my Tailwind are gone. I'm ruined. I'm ruined. Please, somehow get a double KO. You better not miss this, bro. Raging Bingus, save me. Raging Bingus, just throw the match. Throw the match for your trainer, Raging Bingus. This is what AV was for the whole time. Oh my god, I'm learning. This is what the AV was for. This is why we're AV Chi-Yu. I'm learning. I better connect, bro. I better connect. I understand its true purpose now. This is what it was made to do. This was it. Why has there never been a physical version of AV, by the way? I don't know. We should still be fine. I swear to God, if Raging Bolt does not drop to Adamant Breaking Swipe from this range, I am dropping the team. Technically speaking, I should always close combat. I'm gonna do that, actually. Okay, they protected. I should have Breaking Swiped. If they have drum beating, I'm gonna throw up. Hammer doesn't do that much. I'm gonna get some health back. Okay, now I have to close combat because the which does more? 60 base power. Close combat does more. It just always does more. We're adamant. I think this will KO, maybe. Okay, it did. As long as we don't get, like, crit by Woodhammer or Grassy Glide in the next 2 turns, we win. Okay, we're good. Still 2 turns of sun. Optimal to protect here. Get a little bit more health back. I always win with Flare Blitz. I just have to not get crit. Cool. Okay, we did it. Guys, I'm not gonna say it's a bad team. I just think it could be optimized in such a way that does not make me want to pull my hair out when I use it. Why is the Koraidon so slow? Why can't the Lunala outspeed under Tailwind? What's the point of hitting any of these speed tiers? What's the point of the Tailwind? What does the Tailwind do? Also, we're 60 speed on Koraidon. Is that even enough for It's got to be enough for Calyrex, right? It's like impossible to not outspeed Calyrex, right? Because Calyrex is 223. Koridon was 60 speed on that team. Koridon, 60 speed, 163. Yeah, we're more than enough for Calyrex. The Lunala not outspeeding Calyrex was genuinely frustrating. All right. Anyways, that's gonna be enough for today. I have to go do my taxes tonight. Thank you all for showing up. I appreciate you. If you're watching on Twitch, we're gonna raid some friends. If you're watching on YouTube, leave a like in the stream.